What's up, guys? Thought I'd come on for a few minutes and explain my experiences with rare electric guitars. I don't think they're like a big thing like they was back, like 5 years ago. And I think it was probably about 7 years ago, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago, actually, probably, that I discovered them. I was dying for a Kramer Jersey Star, because I was a big Richie Sambora fan, which I still am, to some degree. And I started scrolling through the website, and I noticed that they had a white Kramer Jersey Star. They had the red one, the black one, the double neck, and they was like for $300 something. Now, granted, this was 8 years ago, so I'm looking at it, I was like, wow, I said, these really ain't that bad of a price. So I messaged them. I sent them a message and stuff. I said, hey, can you guys make me a red one with a maple neck and fretboard? Well, sure enough, I was like, yeah, yada yada, we can, for X amount. I think it's like $30 more. But so they make this guitar. I actually forget about it because it's been like 3 months since I sent them the message. And they sent me a message saying, hey, we got your guitar done. It'll be such amount of money. I was like, what guitar? Then I was like, oh, and it triggered in my mind. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I ordered one. Who forgets they ordered a guitar? Apparently I do. And it's a good guitar. I mean, this is it. It's a candy apple, red finish. Kind of got a little bit of metallic in it. Not real heavy metallic, but, it's... Oh, Kramer. I know it says backwards because I'm recording on a phone. And, it's got the star inlays. They actually done fairly decent on the star inlays. And, obviously this is, a sticker. It ain't mother of pearl or nothing. We got one on the headstock. 3-piece maple neck. It got the volute very thick right here. I actually support the volute. I like it. I really do. It's good and thick. Gives you a little bit more beef there in case, heaven forbid, you bump your headstock or, well, on this one, you can't tighten the back of it, like some of the earlier Kramers, But, I've got flaws with it, it's just your typical $300, guitar, the hardware ain't much, the coil splits really don't coil split anything. I think one flips it out of state or out of phase, and actually this one's like a kill switch. You can go like that, and it kills everything in it. So whoever wired it up the factory really didn't know what they was doing, but I give them tops because I couldn't have done it. But the shape's off a little bit, and it's not left-handed. Brandon, like I said, because it's recorded backwards. As you can tell by the sign behind me, it says no stairway. No stairway to heaven. I couldn't remember what it said. But, it's cheap hardware, cheap pickups. They sound terrible. The action's like really high off the fretboard. Yeah, it's just, it's just nostalgia, I guess. I don't play it, of course. But, so, on with the story, a couple years go by, and I get to itching, wanting another one. I'm like, I'd love just like to test them, see how they can, craft something. I want to see how good they are. And so I said, hey, can you guys make a Kramer Jersey Star, not really the Jersey Star, but like the Rod Chauffeur Richie Sambora guitar, they said, oh, you have a picture of it and send it to us. Well, I sent them a picture, and everything. I'm doing this all off a phone, and they was like, oh yeah, we can make that. I think like $600, I think's what it was. And this, like I said, like maybe 3.5 years, 4 years from the previous one I bought, And I'm like, whoever got in charge over there have really upped their game with like communication and everything. And I just let the word, I'll just show you. I mean, because this thing is absolutely just a chunk of a guitar. I mean, it is very, not like I said, got some rust on the gold, but, it's just plain simple. But it is just a cut above what the one 3 years prior that I got, And I said, make this one, and have it a reverse headstock. Even put my name on it, they put my name on it and everything. I was like, dang. Well, but anyway, enough rambling about it. So I'm going back and forth talking with them, and they said, we'll let you know when it's done. Well, when they finished designing the guitar, they sent me like a skeleton, like done on a computer, a CNC machine. Said, this is how it's going to look. Is this okay with you? Well, I got to looking at it. I said, you guys have my name upside down. So they was had my name, like this, just regular. You can read like that, just on the left hand neck, which this is, just reversed. And I was like, well, can you turn my name around? So they turned my name around and everything, and they sent me another picture. They said, will this suit you? I said, yes. I said, thank you so much. That wasn't all. They actually sent me pictures of the wood that they was going to use. They said, you have A, B, and C that you can pick from. Pick what wood you think will be the best to your like. Like your liking. I was like, I'll pick C, because it had like the prettiest, figured top on it, and it, I don't know if you can really tell, but this is a very decent top, and this is not a cap. This is actually a 2-piece maple body. I mean, on the back, it has bird's eyes in it. I mean, whoever got in charge over there, they done a really good job with this. I mean, this has like a Les Paul top to it. It's curved. I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so freaking awesome. And I'm a rock star. I said, I'm actually designing my favorite guitar, I got really excited about it. And, granted how bad the hardware is and how bad the pickup sound in it, it's just, to me, I look at this and I just can't help but smile, because I was like, I designed this guitar with Rare Electric Guitars. This is what I wanted. Granted, it was Richie Sambora's first, but they sent me pictures of the wood. I got to pick the neck. It's a 3-piece maple neck. I mean, it's got pretty flame in the, in the centerpiece. I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I get like so excited just talking about this, but other than the hardware and stuff, but you can change hardware, and I don't play this guitar. I really don't. It's just one of those things, I pull it out and say, hey, I got this one custom done for me. What do you guys think, And just whoever, like I said, whoever done this, just like a cut above, I mean, I would actually show you this, but I don't think my phone will pick it up, but it's actually a 2-piece maple body. I mean, it's very, very heavy. Kind of, I would put it like on I wouldn't sincerely say a Les Paul weight, but it's certainly heavier than a Strat. I mean, granted, you got your Floyd and a big old chunk of metal, whatever, but they really done a good job with it. I mean, I was below expectations on this. I have not played this guitar, honestly, in 4 years, and it's very close in tune. I mean, it's just like, wow. But, that's my experience with them. I mean, I just wanted to, show everybody, that this is, and like I said, they're not really big nowadays, I don't think. But I was certainly like 5 years ago, I mean, there was a big stink going on about them. I was like, oh my gosh, have you seen these guitars? And I was like, man, I should have done a video then. But, I didn't have, really big on YouTube. Of course, I'm still not big. I just like try to, tell honest reviews about everything. But, they got my vote. I mean, hey, kudos. But, I mean, I'm not telling you guys to go do what I done, because, like I said, I got this in 2016. It's 2020 now. So that's been 4 years. I mean, they may have gotten better. They may have gotten worse. They may not even be around anymore, but that was my experience with them. It may be pointless doing this video, but hey, here we are. It's just, like I said, that was actually my fault. The rust on the neck plate. It's just me not playing it. And they actually sent me another thing saying, hey, we noticed on the one guitar that you sent a picture, it has binding around the, the pickup cavities. they said, is that something that you want us to do? I said, no. I said, don't worry about that. And, you know, I mean, they was like gung-ho. I mean, this is the only problem that I had out of this whole thing. It took them like 7 months, but what do you expect? I actually asked for my money back because I forgot that, thought they forgot about me. And it's like, oh no, they said, we still have you. And they was sending me pictures of like how it was going when the body got cut out, I mean, the neck, and just like how they was finishing. I was like, hey, this is like really cool. But, that's, I mean, I wish you guys could just see, like the bird's eye maple in it, Yeah, you can maybe pick it up there a little bit. I mean, it's just, it's very well done. I mean, they put binding around it here, There's not really no finish flaws in it. I mean, I was, to this day, 4 years later, I just pulled this out. And like I said, this is probably the last time I've played it, probably like in 2 years. Or like got it out and looked at it. And to this day, I mean, I'm just still astonished by it. I don't... This right here speaks louder than my words ever could, It's just cool, Plain and simple. But if you actually got on there and seen this guitar on their website, this was mine. That was on the website because they didn't have this guitar. This is the only one that they made that I know of. But this was the picture of it because when I just as soon as I got my the pictures of it, how it looked, and it was the same one on the website. They said, how's this look? Like all kinds of different angles of it. And I'm like, that's killer. And it was sure enough, it was like a week later, they had pictures of that, and the same exact pictures that I got, and it matched everything perfectly to a T. So I'm kind of like a celebrity, I guess. Not really, I don't care, but still, I mean, it's just... and it... I don't know what to tell you on this. That was my experience with them. I mean, I'm tickled. I really am. Like I said, 4 years later, I'm still like, but so that's it. I know this is like a very ramped episode, but that was my experience. It's cut above the red Jersey Star. So, all right, guys, that's it. Till next time, keep her cracking. Maybe I'll have another video up there in a couple months because I got something else I want to share with you guys. So, all right, till next time, keep it cracking, guys. See you.